Welcome all the viewers again, and requests from everything out of America, because looks like America is the giant of the world. The Fed talks the market up. The moment the market wants to go red, immediately there is a rumor or a new announcement that there is a new vaccine and everything is going to be okay, or one American official will come out and say, but nothing is wrong with the market. The economy is going like a Boeing and it will just appear within a few weeks. Well, let's have a look at this chart. And this chart is Tesla. I just heard from a fundamental friend of mine this morning that the price to earnings ratio, maybe I'm wrong, but the price to earnings ratio of Tesla is 11,000. That's scary. That's unheard of. But this is what we're seeing here. You are actually looking at the chart in the world of Tesla, and Tesla is producing electric cars. Well, they don't produce millions. They produce electric cars, and this company is bigger than Ford, General Motors, and Nissan. So this is the new winner of the future. And if I look at this chart, Freddie wants to know. Now, Freddie, if I look at this chart, it tells me, and this is a weekly chart, that the momentum is clearly to the upside. But this was a lamp pull formation. This is a lamp pull formation. And for me, Freddie, the chart must get above. There you are. It must get above 1,554. That's on a weekly basis to push even higher. I see some of the analysts in America believe that this stock can be higher than 2,000. So it's just ignoring all lamp pull formations. Since March, it was $425. Let's call it $400 in March. And now it's 1,554. That's a $1,100 gain in a matter of 3 months. So, well, guys, buy Tesla if you want to. I'm not touching it with a pole. And there's something is important. A friend of mine phoned me the other day and he said he lost a lot of money because somebody phoned him and said, I can trade on your behalf. It was somebody from overseas. He did hear the accent. He gave the guys money. They traded for him. Apparently they made some money. And when he wanted to withdraw that money, they were just gone. They disappeared off the earth. And I just want to warn all viewers, be careful. Don't let other people trade for you, because that is just a recipe to lose money. Because it's simple. If you don't deal with somebody that's either a hedge fund manager or a fund manager that trades on your behalf and's got the authority and the knowledge to do that, don't do it. Rather teach yourself, learn the charts, take time, trade small, and then eventually when you get it right, then trade for yourself. Never give somebody access to your account to trade on your behalf if you don't know it's a reputable, regulated company. So I never do that. I trade for myself, and I think maybe you can do it as well. And if you look at Amazon here, and Babu wants to know about Amazon. And he says, listen, Frans, what a beautiful chart. Now, well, you're quite right, Babu. Look at this. It's a beautiful chart in a way that it is a beautiful lamp pull formation. And it went from 1,776 all the way up to 3,200 the other day. And this is a weekly chart. And I had a projection of the price the other day. Just get that. And my projection was, let's call it 2,700. Well, it went $500 above that. Well, so if we look at it, be careful. It's the same thing here. It's almost like Tesla. It's the market favorite, and it must get above this line, 3,220, give us another push to the top. Then it can go to a brand new high. And if I do that projection here, because everybody is just looking at higher prices now, nobody is thinking about the corona. The target at the top will maybe be 3,425. So I'm very nervous on this chart. And if I look at this chart and I look at the support line, there you are. That is the support line. It will only break below 2,970. This steep line will be turned into a resistance, and that will be negative. Well, let's look at Apple. I mean, everybody is looking at some overseas companies and they want to buy it. I can see everybody wants to buy technology stocks now because that's the flavor of the month. Now, I can remember, I think a few weeks ago, I had a target on Apple, and my target was 382, 400. Well, guys, it reached that within a blink of an eye. Well, if you look at it, Trish, we reached the upward trend now. Look at this rally all the way from 227 to 400 in a matter of, let's call it 3 months. That's a nice move. And I'd also heard that these FANG stocks, that's the Teslas, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, those kind of stocks, Facebook, Google, or as we know it, Alphabet, their market cap is so big that it is bigger than some economies like Switzerland, the UK, England. I mean, that is scary, and even Singapore. So, well, those guys must maybe just join together and buy the world out. So, Trish, I'll be nervous when the stock gets below 384 on a weekly close. It's a beautiful rally, and below 384, it can easily pull back. And you know, the first support line, that's why I will not buy it. If it breaks below that 384 level, your first proper support will be here, and that will be at 326. That is another $50 just below that. So be careful. Remember, $50 in South African rand is a bit of money, and if you buy 100 shares, it's quite a lot of money. Let's have a look at NDX. There you are, the Nasdaq, and everybody is just chasing the Nasdaq. This is the new world. I mean, this is the Corona sell-off, and this is the world after Corona. Everybody is in computers now. Everybody works from home. Nothing is wrong. Everybody is just chasing it. And the same thing here, if I look at it. I just want to show you guys. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. I mean, if I go back, and I go back to 2009, this chart had almost no pullback. Let's have a look here. That's the monthly chart. Now there you can see, look at this rally, look at this lamp pole formation, all the way from, you can almost say March, from 7,700 to 10,689, just going up in a straight line. So I will not touch it. I know there's some analysts around the world, and they're much cleverer than I am because I'm not a fundamental guy. I'm looking at charts. I'm just looking at this, and I draw this line in, and I say to myself, it went way above its previous resistance line. Be careful. And only below 10,200, that's $500 from here, or 500 points from here. Only below 10,200, it will give us a resistance line. Momentum is up. If you want to chase it, you can chase it, because some people are chasing these markets now. Use 10,240 as your stop loss. And if it gets above 10,905, it is just so easy to get to 11,000. So let's hold on. And I just want to show, maybe I can just show this indicator, and then you guys will see why I'm nervous on these markets. There you are, stochastic, slow stochastic. I just want to get slow stochastic here because I'm using a different program. Slow stochastic. And there you are, let's have a look. There you are, slow stochastic. If you look at this chart here, the slow stochastic on a weekly basis is now almost from the 1st of June. That is 7 weeks in overbought territory. So that is a lot. So I'm always nervous. I've seen it in the past. You can see there, if it is stoppish, it gives you a pullback. There again, it was stoppish for a while, it gives you a pullback. Same thing here. Even there, it gave you a pullback even a few months later on. So the chance for this to keep on rallying, it's almost unheard of. But if you want to chase it, you can chase it, Joel. Well, let's look at Netflix. Peter is keen on Netflix, and he is just a guy that believes that the technicals is just telling him to buy, and of course he is a momentum trader. If you are a momentum trader, there's just one simple fact: you don't worry about it, you just buy the momentum. And this is exactly, look at this rally. First of all, you saw this beautiful rally. There you are. There was the rally. And what do we see? We see again a beautiful Lampole formation. I mean, can you believe it? From September 2019, from 255 to 575. Same story here. If you want to chase momentum, chase it above 554. Make use of a massive stop loss, because that will be your stop loss if it turns around there. 521. And look at the proper support if Netflix comes back. And there you are. Netflix comes back all the way. There's the support line. It can, and then by then we can say it's a healthy chart. It can pull back from 524 to 418, and then the chart's momentum is still beautiful to the top. And let's have a look at Zoom. Everybody is nowadays in a Zoom meeting. In the past it was a big thing. Nobody believed in Zoom meetings, but I mean that is now a different thing. Zoom is now, everything is just going. Nobody even thinks about that. Anything can go wrong. And there you are. Zoom from $60 in December 2019 all the way up to 280. If you want a beautiful Lampole formation, this is what you're looking at. I will just say I will not buy it. And if you want to chase it, you can chase it. And where do you need to chase it? Again at the new high above 279. Make use of a stop loss. There's the stop loss of 257. If it goes above 280, an easy target will be 300, because everybody is just chasing the stock and nothing can go wrong. This de Klerk is very nervous, so I will not buy the technology stocks. I will sit on my hands, and let's call it, I'm a stupid old value player. When the charts turn around, I'll get in. Well, visit our website www.fransdeklerk.com for more info on charts, and we will talk again.